was close enough, right? Well, thank you so much for joining this video. Today, I'm just gonna keep it real simple. And basically, I wanted to talk today about church social media and 2021. We're a couple of days away, and I wanna tell you, as much as this year was so strainful and tiring, 2021 is going to be better, and I'm gonna give you 3 tips on how to improve and keep your social media on point. So let's dive into number 1 now. Just bear with me, I am using my phone to keep my points because I've got a bit. Point number 1, consistency. This year, man, it was tough. It was tough to be consistent. And so there is many ways we can be consistent. Number 1 is being able to just schedule in your posts. You've got Facebook and you can schedule in all your posts throughout the year. Today and this time during the Christmas and New Year's break that most people have, use that time to schedule in calendar events. Even start planning your Easter service now. Go through your calendar and start scheduling them now. You can thank your future self later. The scheduling tool is powerful, and I encourage you to start using that, because if you use it now, you'll find you'll be more consistent throughout the year. To beat the algorithms, you're gonna wanna schedule at least 3 to 4 posts a week. Now we're speaking about New Year's resolutions. I know we're not all huge on those, but why don't you make yourself a resolution and try and schedule 3 posts every week. Another way is to mix it up, to be consistent, but also to mix things up. Don't do the same thing over and over again. Don't just share your events, because people are just gonna be like, okay, it's just another online bulletin, it's kind of boring. But what you want to do is you want to get photos, you want to get sermon illustrations, you want to share a word from pastor or your church members. Be consistent with that. Keep posting photos, keep posting different things, but keep it consistent. Basically, like, you can have a Monday motivation, Tuesday throwback Tuesday, Wednesday promoting your midweek service, Thursday, another throwback Thursday, Friday, encouraging people to join other various ministries in the church like youth, things like that. Now, another way of being consistent is having themes. Having themes for your Instagram, themes for your Facebook, whether it be photo editing styles, whether it be the same text, the same logo, everything that fits within your brand. Be consistent with that. Don't go off that, because it looks very unprofessional, and being consistent means to be professional, and we want to, of course, engage as many people as we can with our churches. And so to do that, we need to be professional, we need to make it fun, we need to make it engaging. Be consistent. Pick a font, pick a color, pick a couple of colors that sort of stay within the color family that you've got for your brand, and just use those, spread them out. But don't go too crazy, like over the board with your colors, or too crazy with your fonts. It's definitely okay to use different ones from time to time, but I wouldn't go overboard and use them like just crazy, Point number 2, to connect. 2020 was a place where we adventured into new things, new ways of communicating, and sure, we needed to gain a following, we needed to get the likes, the follows, get everyone subscribed to our channels. But now is the time to connect with that audience. We've heard so many testimonies of people finding our churches and actually calling our church home through social media and online means. Isn't that amazing? Like, that's crazy, and that's what we can do, and that's what we should do, and that is our aim, to connect with those people that don't have a church, a place to call home. You can take your audience, those likes, those follows, and we want to be able to connect with them. Now, there's a couple of ways we can do that. We can share our website and say, here is where you contact us directly, whether it be pastor or a leader, or to be able to get to sign up for a Bible group. All of those things that should be on a website. And that's something that you can send to people directly. If you get a comment on your social media, you can go, absolutely, if you've got a question about that, here's our website, and here's all information about, for example, what we believe in. That's a perfect way to be able to connect with people. Another one is, of course, our live streams. Don't just let a live stream be a live stream. You want to have someone behind the live stream being able to connect with the audience that are commenting, because you don't know who's watching. It could be someone from a nearby neighborhood that doesn't know about your church but has somehow found it through someone sharing it. You want to be able to connect with them. And so as the page, you can actually direct message them. You can actually reply and say, hey, would love to get in touch with you if you have any questions. You can share during the prayer time in your service, you can share them and say, hey, if you have any prayer requests, please direct message us. We'd love to get in touch with you. Those type of things, as though they seem so simple, those things make a massive difference. Number 3, build your community. A really, really fantastic way, and I've seen a number of churches do this, is to create a Facebook group for your church members. Now, what I mean by that is those who actually call your church home church. And so what a Facebook group does is basically you take all those members who do have Facebook. You can say, hey, you're part of our church. Here's a private Facebook group specifically for our church where you can interact with church leaders, you can interact with the church pastor. It's a fantastic way to just have fun, communicate events like this. If you're going to communicate events, a Facebook group is the way to do it. Facebook group favors community groups. And I can guarantee if you're watching this right now, surely I know you are in a Facebook group right now, aren't you? You're in that pet one, aren't you? The cute pets? No? Just me? I'm in at least 6 or 7 groups, so get a Facebook group for your church, a private one. This is a perfect way to communicate, and it builds that community. It creates conversations which you can have on Sunday when you see people. You know, you can send memes, your favorite scripture. You can start a thread about what verse is your favorite verse and why. It's a fantastic way to build community outside of a Sunday service. The ultimate goal, of course, is to take followers, those who like our page, and we want to turn them into our disciples. We want to reach souls, we want to save people, and we do that by community, connecting with people, drawing them closer to Jesus. And so we, in social media, in terms of church, in the church, we have a special role to do that. And so I encourage you, start to think about community, start thinking about connecting with people, start thinking about consistency, because all of these things will work together to be able to reach those people who are following us, who are calling our church home. We want to be able to connect with them. We want to be able to keep in touch with them, especially with all this crazy isolation. And so 2021, as much as we want it to be a different year, it's going to be challenging, but I know that you can do it. And social media is going to be a powerful powerful tool to be able to reach those people. An important part in 2021, I want to encourage you is to think about direct messaging. It's going to be huge. It is huge now because it's personal. Posting something about an event or posting a sermon clip, fantastic, does what it does. But that does not supersede direct communication one-on-one. And obviously we can't live in a digital world. People need human interaction. And if there's a way we can do that by doing a one-on-one conversation to an individual and be able to connect them with someone else, to where we can arrange a Bible study, we can arrange a coffee meet if someone's not doing well, because we all know this crazy isolation is causing mental health to skyrocket through the roof. And, you know, this is a powerful tool, but it's not an alternative to the reality that we face in the world today. And so I encourage you, direct message people. If you find a regular commenter on your pages or on your Instagram, message them, check on them, see where they're from, see if you can connect with them and get them into the local church. See if you can register them for the next service and say, I notice you've been connecting with us. I know we've struggled to getting seating because of our restrictions, but hey, I'm happy to make a spot for you. Don't be so distracted by numbers. It's all about discipleship. And so I encourage you just to remember those 3 things. Number 1, what is number 1 again? Consistency. Number 1, consistency. Number 2 is to connect with your audience. And number 3 is to build your community. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this. Feel free to leave a comment below and hit subscribe. If you enjoyed this, if you got something out of this, will try and do another one because I know you guys can reach more with these powerful tools on social media. I pray that you have a great day and be blessed, and I hope you enjoyed today's content. Have a great day, everyone, and Happy New Year. 2021 is your year. It's your year. I'm telling you, it's your year. Bye.